Welcome back to Bound by Evil. I had a bit of a hiatus, if you can call it that, a few days. The good news is that I'm not sick anymore, so it shouldn't be heard in my voice. But the bad news is that one of my neighbors is drilling, and I am not sure if that's gonna be heard in the video or not, but whatever. Let's just continue ahead. We ended in the burnt estate, which is the start of Act 4, so let's get going. There's gonna be some new enemies here, and I didn't play for a while, so I have to kinda get accustomed to all this. Oh yeah, watch out for this fire eater guy. As you saw there, he has a special attack. If he approaches you, he explodes into fairy fires of hell. And I will never hit this. Even if I wanted to. Oh, I did hit one. But yeah, Bound by Evil, some very exciting things are happening. The map got finally updated on minecraftmaps.com, and it was also featured on the main page. I'm not sure if it's still gonna be there by the time I upload this, but you can go check it out on minecraftmaps.com. It's finally been updated, and it's to the newest version, the 1.1, the version I'm not even playing right now. So you're gonna get to enjoy the better version. Also, in this part there should be music playing, but unfortunately I closed the game, so no music for us. There's some very cool ambience here though. A little bit of trivia. Here in this little secret barrel there used to be a ring of fire, but it was a bit too broken, it was messing with the mob AI, so there's the mask instead. Which is still a fine reward in my opinion. Oh, I see you. I don't know why, but the spiders in this little barn area always tend to do that. Okay, wait, these boots are not bad though. But I need a helmet actually. Wait, was there a helmet somewhere? I don't think there was. There was just some potions. Yeah. Okay, so we need them to acquire a helmet. Okay, here's a little secret chain that's very hard to see with shaders. It's right here. It will get you to this little window. Try to do that one more time. Alright. And here's a chest where we can get a helmet. How convenient. And it's a pretty good one too. It's unbreakable. Okay, so we got that unbreakable. Okay, everything is unbreakable now. So we are just looking for upgrades. And this one isn't bad. It gives me night vision, finally. Night vision, we are so back. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, there's some tomahawks. That's always fun. Can take the rocks. Oh, by the way, I never mentioned this, but in case you were interested in getting exactly this same look, I'm using the BSL shaders. And I don't think they are configured in any way, it's just the basic default setting. So here's a Templar secret, in case you're playing the Templar, or with a Templar. But yeah, the burnt estate, I think that's a very moody area, I quite like it. You can see that there is like a faint ashes effect as well. It's kinda hard to see, but it's much easier to spot in the houses. And everything is burning. Yeah, so here you can actually activate this little execution platform, so that's very fun. I've also made sure to update it so you can escape this, because before you could get trapped in there. Actually, we've got some monsters. What? Why did I throw that? That was a weird misclick. Yeah, I haven't played anything today yet, so I'm a bit rusty. Oh, and this is another thing that I like the model of a lot. It's like a little sickle. And even though this one in particular isn't that crazy, though sharpness 5 smite 3 is nice. It's plus 7 damage, like for a blue item that's pretty good actually. But I like the model. Okay, so in this house we have a secret. Or not really a secret, but rather something you have to work for a little. Which is right here. Here you can get the golden horse idol, which has some pretty good effects. You're also gonna take the arrows. I don't think it's better than the insignia though. 6 armor, 8 health. Yeah. Not necessarily better, but it's still a pretty good trinket, so in case you or one of your teammates needs a good offhand, Here is a pretty decent tanky one. But, oh, I missed it. But here if you go out the window, I think there was an... oh no. Oh, I should have used the ballista, that would have been clever. Maybe I can probably do that. What if I do this? Yeah, that works. Can get out of the cobweb very easily. Now here you can go out the window, jump all of these, climb the chains, like so. And you can get nowhere. Yeah, it's also... no, I think it's just another way to get in there. Yeah, I thought there was no secret. I didn't... whoa, what was that? Something dropped. Something despawned and dropped. Oh, there it is. I thought there was either a secret or it was just another way, so it was just another way. Oop. There was the little dash bug again. I should probably try to spare my arrows actually, because I don't have that many of them anymore. I'd be more comfortable with 2 stacks. There's another sickle. And a lantern stick. Which this model I actually created myself. It wasn't too difficult. I just combined a stick with the lantern model that's already existing in the pack. I did not create the lantern, but I did create the lantern with the stick. So here's a Dark Souls reference. The Ashes of Ariandel, which is a very, very solid trinket actually. Wait, do I take it? I don't lose any armor, I don't lose any speed. Oh, I do lose health though. And I'm already kinda squishy, yeah. But those are pretty good. You sacrifice some health, but you get a lot of damage back. Okay, but let's pick up the pace here. Some more barrels. Oh, arrows, I need that. Sight. We need to get past that, so... a lot of people are actually stuck in this area, because the way in here is not obvious. Because you come over here, you find out it's all blocked, you can't really do anything here. But if you come around the corner, right behind all of these fences, there is a little pathway here. It's rather hidden actually. And here is gonna be a little unique. Destroy all the skulls. Oh, he's kinda tanky. Alright, maybe works. Let's take the books. Oh, Gappo, that's nice. And here we go, we can get out of here. Just jump on the beds, and we are out. Alright, so we are now like officially into the meat and bones of Act 4. That was just the intro. Here we are back in Volateria Square, we can already see it over there. So, what now? Do I have any tears? I do have tears, so we're gonna use those. I'm gonna stash back some loot. I will actually need some arrows as well. Wait, I'm gonna sell the gems. And get arrows. Over here, just a bunch. So, where's the book? And I guess we just get Frenzy. Yep. Yeah, I do have all pages in Handyman and Blender. Okay, so let's take the masks. I'm quite poor actually. But let's go to the hideout first. And what I also meant to say here is that in this dialogue, right there, yeah, the totem says it is believed that an absolutely hideous creature guards the stone, but that's actually a legacy sentence because originally the final boss of the Asher Woods area was supposed to be like this big hive queen spider thing, but instead we got the Shadow Man later. I will not spoil it too much. Because it was just changed. I think it was because I kinda just forgot about it, honestly. And decided to design a different boss. Okay, so I have quite many rings. Do I even need all of them? It's resistance, chill, poison, blindness, hunger, wither. Yeah, I do need all of it. But the reason I went here is to spend the masks, so let's go. Though I think this isn't open yet. Oh, it is. Okay. Very good. We have 9 masks I can spend. So I'm actually gonna open something here first. Let's do this, for example. And we got the Breath of the Wild. Which is actually pretty solid. Not better than what I... Oops, I did not mean to do that, I alt-tapped. It's not better than the one I currently have, but it's good. So let's try to do this. This is for the rich. Arcane power twice, why not? I'll probably just go kinda systematically here. This is very good, why not? I need money. Battle Lamellar. Solid chest piece. It's protection 4. It's not unbreakable, though it has unbreaking. I think I swap it for now. I will keep the glacial chestplate when this breaks. But I kinda like that, yeah. This is absolution for the Templar. Oh, we got a refund. Plus some gold. Sure. Book of Scale. Take that any day. And that's another Chilling Aura ring. So we don't need that. And I have one more mask, so which do I choose? Let's choose this one. Oh, and we got the full set. Okay, that should be worth it. Okay, so these boots, they are unbreakable. And they get me speed, so I think I'm gonna take those. They are red as well, so it's exceptional. Immunity to Magma Ground is pretty good. Then what about those gear pieces? So this has pretty solid stats. Yet again, not unbreakable. None of these are unbreakable, which is bad. But this is definitely better than the leggings. And this is quite better than the one I currently have. But I'm gonna keep the Highwayman helm. Okay, I need to do some armor sorting. Oh, I've got quite a lot of health though, so let's eat one of these. And I think for this you have the escape dimension. Yep. So we are not quite there yet. Okay, I'm gonna stash the armor pieces in here. The ones I would replace. But I'm gonna sell the Lamellar. Let's go back. That's 30 gold. I mean, why not? I'm pretty fast now. Yeah, we got a lot of speed. It's plus 03 in total. Plus we are scaling frenzy, so we're pretty fast now. How many monsters did we kill? Okay. 1857. That's odd. Oh, and there was the... Oh no, there was the little hideout bug that I think should be fixed in 1.1. So sometimes... Well, not sometimes. A lot of the time. What happens is if you go into that hideout point over there and you teleport back, you end up in the Velateria hideout, which is technically not a problem. But you will skip one dungeon that now I cannot really show. Because you have to unlock the gate over there. But well, okay, accident response of enemies. Let's get rid of them. But well, anyways, I'm gonna take it as a shortcut, I guess. Because there's just a little dungeon with some more items in there. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a little cave to the right that you can visit. Okay, we got the capos, more capos, gold, and gold. Okay, just 2 repeats of useful stuff. Can I Okay, you know what? No, I won't bother you anymore. Whatever. So also the objective said that it spawned a marker, and that's over here. This is the marker. You can see it from anywhere, though it can be very small if you are far away, but you can see it. I added this because people were kind of confused as to where the sewers are in case you didn't run into them before. So the marker disappears when you reach it, and we can now go to the sewers. So we have to do a little bit of jumping here. I'm really fast, so it's kinda finicky. But here you can climb to another ranger secret. Like so. And here we have the Blade Flurry, which is a pretty fun weapon, all things considered. Though I do feel like stat-wise, it's a bit underpowered. Like now that I'm looking at it. It has bleed and it has the Blade Flurry, which is a nice skill. But yeah, I'm gonna pass on it for now. And we can go to the city sewers. Alright. Let's try to use the speed as much as possible. So we can save up some ammo. What? This guy. Okay, watch out for the jailer. I'm pretty fast now, so hitting my stuff might be a bit complicated. Oh the hell. This guy is covering behind a lantern. Alright, plow through these. Here we got another mask. Splash potions are nice. Gold is nice. Get rid of all these. Yeah, I really enjoy this combo so far. It's pretty fun actually. You throw the lance, you cycle your other bows, and by the time you end your combo, the lance returns. It's quite fun actually. Let's continue through the sewers here. Try to not miss all the shots. Oh, can I one-shot these? That's crazy. Those tents of Archangel look pretty tanky, but they are actually not that tanky. Ouch. Yeah, a few hurt. Also, the monster density will ramp up quite a bit in these parts of the map, so the splash potions aren't as useful anymore. You will drop a lot of life essences. So if you're good enough, you're not eating too much damage, then you can fairly safely keep yourself alive just through life essences. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pick those up. Here's gonna be a Necrolord, which is a new enemy type. And he spawns quite powerful little Templar ghosts, so make sure you don't let him spawn too many of them, or you might be screwed. Because these are quite tanky. And they are illusions, so if your melee weapon sucks, you're gonna have a problem with these. So make sure you bring a good sword or something before you enter the sewers. Okay, here we got steel plates, which are rather rare. So I'm gonna take that just in case. And we can go into the Undercity, which is basically sewers, but a bit creepier. Yeah, I can already hear the spirits. This is a completely new enemy type. Oh, and this, by the way, is really good. Like, if you don't have the Mystic Lance, you don't play Ranger, this is a really, really good melee weapon. Yeah, these spirits are illusions, so yet again, you will need a good melee for them. They are not that scary or powerful, but just know that they are illusions, so... You will need a sword, you will need a melee. Oh shit, I'm dying actually. Yeah, I kinda got spammed into oblivion there. Didn't even realize. Let's use the remainder of my potions then. Yeah, like even at this stage when you have pretty good gear, the death is quite real. If you stop paying attention for a little while, you might get screwed. Some of the monster types do a lot of damage. Some more souls. Alright. Just gonna continue plowing through here. And here we have a big arena fight, so let's prepare. I'm gonna take the grapple for this, just in case. And here we go. It's pretty nasty. Shot for that. Yeah, in this arena it's pretty finicky that the mobs can fall into the water, so it can get rather awkward. And this parasitic water is not fun either. It's rather gross actually. Yeah, I have to watch out. Can I shoot underwater? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get him eventually, yeah. Second wave. Seal up. One is underwater. Okay. Alright, and that's it. Yeah, a rather intense fight, so be prepared for that one, for sure. And here we have a new chestplate. It's the breastplate of the ancients. Which isn't bad, but I don't necessarily need it. I don't think it's better than this. Well, it actually is. Right? Yeah, it definitely is better, so I'm gonna just do a quick swap like this. Stay these. I think I can just immediately sell this because it's golden. It will have some value. Yeah, 150, I take that. And also I can sell this because that's a diamond. It's 800 in the back. Also, I'm gonna take a few more arrows. Wait, no, misclick. It's unlucky. And now we can sell it for glorious 500. Also, I think I'm gonna take just 2 potions. Nope. Just to fill out the whole bar and have some potions. Okay, so if we go right here, that's the way forwards. But here is an optional dungeon that we could take. It's the treasure room. And it's rather intense over here, so let's get rid of these first. This is a pretty intense room. I should have actually got the apple for this. But we can kinda chill here. Eliminate the casters. Get rid of some of the monsters. And now we can get in there. And start blasting. There's another Necrolord, which is not good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm dying. Alright. Get the Necrolord out of the way. Let's get the minions. Alright, let's get rid of him. We're kinda clearing this mess out. Okay, we keep getting dashed on. It's around here somewhere. What? There. Why was he dashing so much? That was kind of weird. So let's kill the remainder of the souls. And that's it. This dungeon is really only this room. You just have to pull a lever here. And it will open this parkour right here. And no, there's still something in here. I think he's behind the wall somehow. He glitched. There he is. Huh. Well, somehow he warped through the wall. Alright, we're just gonna... This was very easy, I have tons of movement speed. And here you unlock the vault, which has the... Well, can't really read it like this. Let's do like that. Okay, it's the Yamato, which is basically a Virgil reference from Devil May Cry. But this sword is interesting because it actually doesn't have a normal attack, like you don't do this with it. It doesn't do any damage. But you right click, to slash in front of you, like so. It has very low cooldown. But if you also crouch and right click, you do a special attack. Which slightly moves you forward like this and then does a bunch of cuts everywhere. I'm gonna keep one of these to sell it later. But I will stick to my lens. And there's a bunch of chests over here. There's a mask. Some mask, there's gappos, some interesting armor, gold, and more gold. So yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it to clear out this little dungeon, even though it's very messy. And this gives you percentage speed. Armor, health, ethereal, that's nice. This is very good actually. Armor, health, plus 8 health is a lot. And I don't lose that much damage from it. I do lose the night vision though, right? Yeah. And these are unbreakable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the swap. These are a bit better. Alright, no night vision anymore. Unlucky, but... Wait, actually... No, I'm gonna get the Geppo. Travel back. And now we can enter the Ashen Woods. Okay, and before we go there, this is the end of this part, and in the next part, we are gonna enter Ashen Woods. That's a huge area, so get ready for that.